What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan. A very happy Thursday. It is Thursday, September 15th, and I hope you all are doing well at the time that you find this reaction wherever you're at in the world. In this reaction, we'll be reacting to the 9th episode of the 4th season of DanMachi. Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? And the title of today's episode is Lambton. A couple of thoughts that I want to say really are going to kind of be a response to some of the concerns that I received last week. So if you want to see what my initial raw thoughts were from last week's episode, please feel free to go back and watch last week's episode. But I did want to answer something this week before we start the episode. So first and foremost, I promised all of you guys I was going to go back and rewatch a couple of snippets from season 1, season 2, and season 3 just to make sure that I was up to speed with everything, primarily anything that had to do with Ryu, because I wanted to make sure I went into this reaction not accidentally disclosing something that has not been unveiled in the anime yet, because that would also spoil it for me. I know that a lot of you that watched this reaction last week were not actually very happy with the thoughts I had about Belle last week. So I first want to start this reaction by reaffirming the love and appreciation that I have for Belle as a fighter. Belle has been an absolutely astronomical presence to, of course, the Hestia family and to all the familias and the members of the familias that he helps with now. He is a level 4 adventurer now, which is absolutely tremendous for how long he's been doing this. And he's highly respected. He's highly respected not just amongst his own familia, but against everyone that is in the town, everyone that's in other familias, and mostly everyone that's in this expedition squad, and even to an extent the people that they are currently assisting while they are hunting down Ryu right now, which of course we know we found her now, but during the hunt down phase of things. I really respect, he has a good head on his shoulders. You know, he does think very critically about what his actions could do to those around him, including his own self. And obviously the growth that we have seen from him over the last 4 seasons should be respected and acknowledged. And I really love how far his character has come up to this point. That said, I still hold to my statement last week, so I'm going to get rape bombed again because, good gracious, you guys disliked the hell out of my reaction last week for me saying what I said at the end. Obviously on YouTube, you personally cannot see dislikes anymore, but I can, and I will be very vocal in saying that you guys hated my reaction last week because of a single phrase that I said. But I want to reaffirm that statement. Yes, I understand that with Ryu and the fact that he obviously not only wants to keep up his good relations that he has with Ryu and the fact that he wants to keep faith that she's doing these actions for a justifiable reason, but that also he's doing this because he has to, because he has, you know, other familias, and above all, he has other people that are her friends that really care about her that would also be hurt if he was to take decisive action, possibly hurt or kill Ryu. So, you know, it's not like I'm completely stupid to the fact that the reason he was very hesitant last episode was due to the fact that he has a lot of love and appreciation for her as a person, as an adventurer, and has wanted to continue keeping faith in her even if others have lost faith. And now I got tongue twisted on what I was saying, but you guys get what I'm saying. The thing is, I respect what Belle was doing. He was trying his best to ascertain the situation in a very tense situation where even sparing, you know, saying one wrong phrase or taking one wrong action could spell complete doomsday for everyone that's down there. But because of the type of training that I've gone through with, you know, certain jobs, things that I've done in my personal life, it was just a preferential thing that I'm the type of person that will deal with a situation first and ask the questions later, because down there we don't know, you know, if someone's pulling the strings on her right now and everything and stuff. And remember, he's a level 4 adventurer. He's at the same level as her. Yes, he'd probably have to go all out, but I highly doubt that he's actually going to do anything to actually kill her. I at no point wanted Belle to kill her. So if the misunderstanding last week was that I wanted Belle to strike her down dead right then and there, no, please do not misunderstand. I like Ryu. I really do. I really felt for her. You know, I understood, and a big thank you to, I had a commenter on my video last week that just reminded me that put things into perspective, which I do agree with. And to more or less, that's pretty much where I was sitting at too. Where back in season 1, you know, we saw the grave. We saw the Astria family grave site. We can perceive that this entire time she has always thought that the people who were responsible for the complete wipeout of her familia were dead. And the fact that now there were people that were still alive, and it seems like there were multiple people she found out were still alive, she snapped. And if it comes down to being that is, 100% the case, which we're obviously going to get the answer to that this episode of how she's really feeling, then again, that's cool. But my thing is, when she's that amped up, we have to get her knocked down. And if that meant just knocking her out or doing whatever is necessary within his ability to get her to calm down, then do so. My thing is, I don't like when people just kind of stand around for minutes trying to ascertain a situation, because we've already had multiple scares down in this dungeon up to this point. And it's just, I want Bell to remember, regardless of his feelings about Ryu, or his feelings about anything, he is trusted more or less to lead these people down there right now. He is a level 4 adventurer. He is a rarity in all the party members that are down there right now, both amongst his own personal exploration party, along with the people he's helping right now, or helping in order to find who we've now already found. So it's just one of those situations where I like people with that type of strength and that type of responsibility to understand that it's perfectly fine to have those raw emotions, but to remember that when you're in a leader format, you do have to make decisive decisions. And in my case, it just took a little bit too long for us to make certain decisions, but that was not me attacking his character or his person. We've watched this show for 4 seasons, guys. I know full well how he acts and how he responds to these type of situations. So I promise you, I'm not stupid, but it was just my personal preference how I would have gone about that situation. But again, that's why I'm not the one that's there. It's Bell that's the one that's there. And I understand that he's trying his best to ascertain a number of things that are happening right now. Of course, being the fact that she's murdered people, and in his mind, he just cannot understand why. And so I do get it, both from my side and from your side, where everyone's coming from on this. And I just don't want y'all to think that I suddenly was trying to bash Bell as just being spineless or something like that. Because if you watch the last 8 reactions, the last 7 reactions before that reaction, you'll know that I've spoken incredibly highly of Bell and the type of person he is. So sorry if you misunderstood that or took that another way, but I promise you guys, I support my man 110%. I love seeing him on screen, and I've loved the growth that we've gotten from him up to this point in the season. And so speaking of the Astria family, there's one other thing that I did want to confirm here, to put into perspective why I can understand why Ryu feels the way that she does. And these were certain snippets that I watched, but if I was to be honest with you and say that I remembered everything that was discussed in previous seasons, I didn't. So I did confirm that I kind of blocked off this part because I wanted to check the wiki, check a couple things to make sure I understood properly, how important this familia was. The Astria familia was actually a very important familia to this entire environment. They were actually the police force that dealt with people who were causing problems. So these were true the good guys, and they were highly respected. They had a high amount of adventurers. I think it says here that they were comprised of 2 level 3 adventurers and 9 level 4 adventurers, and they were a highly respected group. And so for them to be wiped out in the way that they were, and being that Ryu was pretty much very close to the top, I want to say that she was one of the top level 4 adventurers, it broke her. And so I understand that when it comes to her familia, and especially going back and seeing just how deeply rooted they were in their society, I do have a bit more of an understanding why she might be doing this, if it is solely related to the fact that she found people who are still alive that were supposed to be dead, that were responsible for the deaths of all the people that she loved and cherished and worked with. So again, I say this all the time. When I give reactions, they're raw reactions. I typically will go back, rewatch an episode, go take a look at the source material, make sure that, if I made something incorrect, that I said something incorrect. And again, I tell you guys, please express your dialogue, because I'm never going to be perfect. I'm going to make a zillion more mistakes about all these familias throughout the duration of the rest of this season. It's just, please kindly don't rape bomb me, because I understand, you know, I might say something that's upset, but the rape bombing does negatively impact the channel, and I was so shocked when I came back and I looked and was like, oh God, and then I was talking with some people in one of my Discord groups that I'm in, and they also watch it, and they said that, yeah, there was some chatter both on this, and I also run this reaction channel on other platforms too, that they were just like, you know, you going in on Bell, people weren't very happy about that, and yeah, they rape bombed you as a result. So yeah, but it happens, and you know, when you run these type of reaction channels, you win some battles and you lose some battles. In the last episode, that was a battle that I was destined to lose, so you kind of get what you get. But regardless, for those of you who did enjoy the reaction, I hope you did enjoy the reaction, and I hope you're looking forward to today's episode and subsequent reaction, as we are now going to get started with that. So I'm going to go put some eye drops in my eye real quick, and we'll get this party started. Alright guys, and I'm back. We're going to go ahead and get this 9th episode reaction started of the 4th season of DanMachi. Let's go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, 1. Oh boy, we've had this 3 times now, and it's gotten more and more morbid each time we've seen this described. And it starts to get more and more gruesome each time when it comes to him. Again, I know that things are obviously a lot deeper than just her going after people who are responsible for that for Familiar, so I'm very interested and knowing what's going on just beyond that. All right. Yeah, we really need to get to the bottom of all this now. It's a complicated situation. And again, she has every right to be angry. Every right. I don't gotta save you from shit. That's this freaking bell. I just don't think she'll do it though. You say that. 100%. Indeed. Actually, just answer this question because this will solve all of this. And there we go. I didn't believe she did either. I didn't believe she did either. Yeah, and of course he is. Oh. So you lock. Oh. Oh, you ass. Oh. Oh, you ass. What's a wrap now? Alright, well, you've made this simple for all of us now. Oh, I'm glad that was a simple resolution, at least. I mean, Belle's probably the best person here. And he's always had complete faith in her. Okay. Hold on, that thing that we've been monitoring? Ah, Evilus, okay. Wow. If you're able to capture monsters from that far down, you really got to know your stuff. Okay. Alright then. See? See, Cassandra's like, try to tell y'all. Try to tell y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Ah, so this one is definitely from the lower levels. But because there are monster tamers here, which means y'all already yo. Yeah, because we barely got through the fights that were already on the floor, and now they're taming ones from way lower. Well, of course. It's probably doubtful. It's probably something that's changed in the vision. More or less, that something might have been because Belle believed Ryu was not up to wasn't up to anything bad, or nothing worse. She was dealing with what needed to be dealt with. Ooh. Shit, like, y'all moving too slow. I just want to know how they're able to tame monsters from that low, especially if they're not at a level applicable to do so. But I guess with being a monster tamer, it doesn't really matter. Actually, correction. They are the ones who wiped out this girl's whole damn familia, so they would definitely be at that strength. Sit, of course. See, exactly, that's what I'm sitting here asking, Belle. Yeah, what the hell is going on? Okay, so I'm not going crazy. Of course. So all this is because you wanted to finish what you didn't finish before. Oh, shut the hell up. After she went on a rampage, after what happened to her familia, listen. All this shit wouldn't have started if they only start this mess to start with. We wouldn't even be here. Right, because we... Gotta cast it on the tanks. Because you already know. Right. And it's just crazy. I have chills because they can literally fight as equals. Because they are at the same level. What the hell do you want? Damn. So they set it up. Yeah. Yep. Ain't shit. And that's supposed to be their fault? Yo, you ain't nothing. Trust me, because that man's going to get what's coming to him in a bit. Let's go. That's not going to work. Yep. Hey. Damn, on both sides, they holding it down. Hey, good shit. Yeah, let's not have to go through this a second time, though. At least not today. But of course not. Her dream's been... I don't believe it either. Something else, something much deeper is getting ready to happen. Yeah. I mean, clearly, we knew this. Fuck. Of course. A whole implosion. They literally destroyed a whole damn floor. Damn gone it. Oh, man. Yo. Oh, boy. All that just for that, bruh. Oh, we're fucked. Oh, shit. Should have listened to her. We should not have come here. We should not have come here. We should not have come here. Fuck me. Try it. I mean, honestly, consider this is exactly why I say when you have that type of vision, you need to be fucking vocal within the first 5 seconds after you wake up. Oh, boy. Drag them by the heads if you got to. Yank them. Do whatever. Oh, boy. Well, this is no good. Dang. The Juggernaut. Oh, man. Well, this is no good right here. Oh, man. This is where we're going to stop the video, guys. So, my eye was really acting up during that episode, so sorry for all the blinking. We're going to put some more eye drops in. I'll talk about the post-reaction in a moment. Alright, guys. So, my post-reaction. So, first and foremost, you know, as I said at the start, I I had every bit of hope that she hadn't actually gone pure evil and that there was a deeper meaning behind what she was trying to do. And putting aside just getting revenge on the people who spelled complete cataclysmic destruction upon her familia, there was obviously, as we now saw by the end of the episode, a deeper meaning why she was absolutely irate with Jura. Like, first off, you know shit's about to get real when the subtitles go all capital letters and they bold the letters. And also, I don't think we've ever seen Ryu just that fearful. Like, that fear that she had at the end. Now, I don't know. So what I'm going to assume, and again, I'm a non-source material reader, so I don't know if anything's been stated, you know, up to this point in the source material, or if there was any reference to whatever's about to transpire before. We've been hearing the word despair and ruin said a lot over the last 3 episodes, ever since Cassandra had her vision. And what I'm going to assume is that the same group that was responsible for the death of her own familia, that was, if you remember, it was set by a trap. It looks like Jura and his group has now set another trap, got all the adventurers riled up, wanting them to go after Gale and wanting them to go after Ryu, thinking that she actually killed anybody. But it was actually his own person that he put in place. They used the death of that adventurer as kind of a setup to get everyone riled up all the way up to this monumental moment so that they could rig the entire damn dungeon, the entire floor, with the, I think it was the blaze core, whatever it's called, that they use that they can ignite. But they've now ignited that whole damn floor now, and it appears that the dungeon, in some way, shape, or form, there is some form of a defense that's in place, and they did cause a lot of damage here. Like, she was, like, again, Ryu has been mad up to this point, but we had not seen her this angry until she showed her anger just like that. Like, how dare, do you understand what you've done? Do you understand what you've done? I don't know. That could just be another monster that's dormant. That could be an entire mechanism in place in the dungeon to deal with severe damage to it. I don't know. All I know is that Cassandra has been talking about this fucking despair for 2 episodes, and here we are. It's about to go down. It's absolutely about to go down. And when a highly seasoned level 4 adventurer, one who has had the unfortunacy of having to bury her entire familia, who has been through so much up to this point, when she exhibits that type of fear and terror, you need to be scared. When she's telling Belle, who is now also a level 4 adventurer, you need to leave and you need to leave now, there's a problem. There's a problem. And I wish I knew what that problem was. And I really want to go see what that problem's going to be. But I'm trying not to spoil myself for next week. But I got to say, again, at the heart of the matter for this season, I truly do believe that this 4th season has been peak for the DanMachi series. We've had fan service, we've had fan service, we've had serious moments, we've had sad moments, we've had everything in between, we've had OVAs, we've had movies, we've had so many different story points. We've gotten introduced to the Xenos, we've gotten introduced to all the different gods, and now I truly do believe that we're getting to the point in this series that this series was always meant to get to, where things are about to get real. And unfortunately for Belle and his gang and everyone else who's down here who didn't mean to be down here getting caught up in this, we are in trouble. And the last time whatever was triggered, everyone who was down there except one person died. So, this sucks, guys. This sucks. And, you know, I'm definitely on the edge of my seat now with where we're going from this point. And I'm just ready for next week's episode now to see what this despair is. I mean, again, we saw that the episode title is Juggernaut Destroyer. And those two in the same sentence, in the same line, ain't nothing good coming. Ain't nothing good coming. So yeah, that is my thoughts of this episode. This episode has continued a very strong season that this 4th season is having. I've enjoyed essentially every episode of this season so far, and I'm both excited and equally terrified to see what's going to be coming to all of our party members now that they have caused intentional damage to the dungeon, damage enough that clearly a creature or some form of cataclysmic destruction is now on its way. So, with that said, that is my reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction and enjoyed the episode. If you did like the reaction, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you want to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon. I hope I made you guys a little happier this week and you won't rape on my video again. But I will look forward to seeing all of you guys next week for another episode of DanMachi. And until that time, catch you later.